for it.
All right, welcome to Foreign and Domestic. We are live. It's good to be here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Before we get started, we will go over to Alan B. Pro to get us started off correctly.
Oh man, thank
Welcome,
you all
welcome,
for
welcome.
being here already. We've got one absolutely illustrious panel, and if I could ask a member of the panel, um, Mr. John Solar, sir, would you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Absolutely. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, man. It's chat room is already starting to pop off. Good to see everybody. Broke Loader, Andy, the Edward Petty, G23, Jerry Parker, Keith Gregory, Mario Mosen, reloading from the hot pot. Thoughts of an old soldier. Yeah, it's already starting to pop off over there. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming in. And like I said, we've got ourselves a pretty damn illustrious panel tonight.
That we do, that we do. So first off, we do have the man himself, John Solar, and thank you for doing that, sir. How are you?
I am doing very, very well.
That we do.
Excited to be here.
Excellent. Then we all see one person you guys do know very well, and it's kind of dark where he's at for whatever reason. But we have Eric. What's going on, brother man?
Dark. I'm doing good. I'm just waiting for the kitchen, to get done making me dinner. Other than that, I'm just.
I got you. And then we have Daniel. Daniel, how you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm here for a short time tonight to help you all out and give some totally unrelated sarcastic comments. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for coming. Appreciate it, man. And then we have a very special guest with us, Troy. If you guys don't know who Troy is the man who started the mission. And so we're glad to have him with us. How are you doing, sir?
Doing good. Thanks for having me on. First time being on with you guys, but talked to many of you offline through the years. Seen some of you guys at shooting competitions. So, and I don't know if you want me to give a background of myself.
Yeah, absolutely. Please do.
So I'm a U.S. Army veteran. I served in infantry, 11 Bravo, 10 years. I originally signed in National Guard at a high school. Eventually transferred because my unit transferred MOSs and actually closed down. And I didn't want to have to drive 7 hours to the next closest infantry unit once a month for training. So I was able to transfer into the IRR and then later transfer into a reserve unit from Hawaii, serve with the 100 Battalion 442nd Infantry in Kuwait and Iraq. Created Active Heroes, worked at Active Heroes for the last 10 years, and now working with the Fitch family to create a new organization called Warrior Battalion to continue on with our good friend's mission, Justin Fitch, who I originally met almost a dozen years ago.
Awesome. Absolutely awesome. And we'll get into that a little more here shortly. Alan, if you would, sir, go ahead and run through the side chat real fast and knock that out, and then we'll continue on.
Yeah, we've actually had a number of people join since I pitched it out there. AOK Foraging and Adventures. Adonir, one of these days I'll get it right. Anna Lee Brown, a Big Al, Broke Loader still out there. Chris 338. Some of the names I might repeat. Edwards Petty, Gun Loving Grandpa, Jerry Parker, the Bearded King himself, JH586, Keith Gregory, Coda Boy 32 Tactical. I have no idea who that guy is. Ricky Britton, Smile Money, Thoughts of an Old Soldier, Redneck with a Paycheck, William C. Chaplin, Willie Bullet Man, Wrench and Bolts. And I thank you, sir. I thank you. It's coming back in, but it got chopped again. So
Awesome, good deal. Glad to have everyone out there, and appreciate everyone showing up for this. So we're starting a new mission, as you all know. It's not that the mission ended or anything like that. It's just the direction was not the same. With that being said, I'll jump over to John, kind of go over a little bit with the video side of things, the hashtag, and kind of where we're at with that.
All right, for me, we've got, well, Eric, you can jump in here too, because you got this as well. We've got a mission ready to go, right? We're cocked and locked, ready to roll. We just don't know what direction this is all going to move. So Scotsman has the GoFundMe going right now, folks. And what we're doing with that is what that's all about is as you'll hear it a little while later on, getting started with a new direction costs a lot of money. There's 501(c) stuff that's got to be taken care of and all that. There's going to be a how far are we, Eric, on that?
On what?
We were going to be doing another rifle, right?
Well, actually, there was a couple of things I was going to ask the group. I have the option, and of course, everything is always a chance, but being able to maybe throw in a stock rifle, nothing crazy like we normally do.
Yeah. And
would that fundraising money be best channeled towards trying to get basically this airplane off of the ground, or going towards something else? I mean, I have things that I can do. I mean, like always, if I have to, I just will go grab something and put it towards Justin, because that is something that has always meant a lot to me, to us, to this group. Meanwhile, we've already started over on my other channel, the Goof Off channel, the Brew channel. We've had items coming in because a lot of guys thought that it'd be cool to put together a bug out bag, a get home bag. So it'd be comprised of a lot of items like everything from first aid kit to survival items. So I've had stuff already started on that. And of course, you guys know I do videos for Crate Club and Battle Box. So I literally I spent quite a while today going through stuff in there. I can grab stuff and start putting stuff together that we could do something sooner than later. Now, we were actually sitting at what was supposed to be the last campaign of this particular go-around. And that rifle was slated to be a one-of-a-kind AR-10 chambered in .308. And we did have one company that threw in for a one-of-a-kind fluted barrel and a bolt carrier, and that was Faxon Firearms. But other than that, it's like, since this whole political thing, and I don't want to get into a political debate right now, but it was like literally the companies that we normally work with that are more like, Eric, tell me what you want and I will send it your way. It's like, we haven't been able to produce that. It's been out of stock. I don't know when it's going to happen. We don't have this. We don't have that. So literally for over 6 months now, the only thing I've come up with is the barrel and the bolt carrier.
So having that, a lower is needed, right, and an upper, and then how much do you think it would take to get something like that knocked out?
Well, it always depends on in what direction, like always when it comes to Justin stuff, I like to use the words overkill.
Yeah.
So I like to work with good manufacturers, good products, high-end stuff. And I guess I would have to put a list together because honestly, I couldn't even tell you where the prices of stuff are right now. Things that customarily I could get my hands on for $100, all of a sudden they're $400 items.
All right. That's probably something we'll all just holler out, see what we can find out and look at. But the bug out bag now, that's something that we could actually launch.
Oh yeah, that actually is going, and it's a typical example of what happens when this group gets together. I make a comment in a brew review, and 3 days later, packages start showing up.
All right, cool, awesome. So that now, let's see, how do I want to word that? Do we want to then like announce a time? Do we want to announce like a video coming out or something like that where we can actually get together, all of us, and then start collecting? So we can get money off to the new path, the new direction here.
I feel between what I've already received and what I personally can put in on this, I could have something by the weekend.
Okay, all right. And I'll donate the shipping for it. All right, so I'll pay to ship it.
So to answer your question, I guess that's Thermo. I know that the website is in the making right now, and Troy, you can probably talk better to that than I can. We got a gentleman asking about having a newsletter.
Yeah, we're working on that right now. And if y'all want, I can kind of give a history and bring everybody up to date to where we're at now.
Sounds like a winner to me.
Okay. My grandfather, Sergeant Joseph Eugene Leake, he was a World War II veteran who unfortunately dealt with post-traumatic stress for about 40 plus years after World War II. He decided to take his life in 1980, and I was just a young kid at the time, so of course I didn't understand why such a thing would happen. My parents knew from an early age that I wanted to help support other military families. And we took a retreat in 1989 to the Smoky Mountains in Tennessee. And it was a survivors family retreat, so it wasn't veteran specific. But there, I think the first time our family was able to really come together after my grandfather's suicide to really help each other heal, and that's my Kentucky accent. Sorry, heal. For us, that type of atmosphere really helped to be able to enjoy outdoor activities, but also some classroom therapies. My grandfather's life insurance money started an endowment that would eventually become the charity. And of course, out of high school, I joined the U.S. Army Infantry. Served for several years, went to Kuwait, went to Iraq, and at that point, one of my battle buddies, who I knew for 8 years, shot himself in the head. The U.S. Army responded with PowerPoint presentations. I felt like if more and more veterans could go on retreats, that it would potentially help them. Also, there needed to be some type of program that could connect other veterans, especially when they come home, so that they could talk about their issues, whether it be with a civilian or other veterans and military family members. I just felt like there was a lack of a solution to help reduce veteran suicide. And at the time, it was 18 veterans a day. I came home, finished demobbing out of the military at Fort Hood, Texas. This was 2009. I had a huge idea, and I approached where I live in Louisville, Kentucky. I approached Louisville Slugger with an idea to walk across America. from baseball stadium to baseball stadium in hopes that I wouldn't look like a homeless veteran panhandling, that I would actually look like I was a sponsored veteran walking across America to raise money. And lo and behold, they loved the idea. And of course, then I had this sort of holy shit moment where it's like, okay, now I got to walk across America. And so I set out on April 17th, 2010. I actually achieved walking across America almost 3 times, a total of 7,880 miles, 34 baseball stadiums between minor league and major league, and was able to raise $1.3 million over 17 months, being featured on national news, really helped propel that fundraising, and really helped to create the charity Active Heroes. From that moment, I've been working at Active Heroes for the last 10 years as president of the organization and founder. And we developed all our national healing events, from ruck marches to gym events, national partnership with Zumba, many different shooting competitions, various 3-gun to various different forms. And, we grew honestly into the shooting community, and that's when I met Justin Fitch. He actually originally called our office in need of somebody to talk with, and I was able to talk him out of doing any harm to himself and get some volunteers to his home where he lived in Boston, Massachusetts area. So, then Justin turns his life around, starts coming to a lot of our ruck march events, starts coming to shooting competition events. And just as he's hosting his first ruck march event on his own, he gets diagnosed with stage 4 terminal cancer. And for those who knew Justin, who really, really knew Justin, he sort of told in the beginning and then eventually said, look, use my story. I want to raise money to help develop this retreat center so that we can help more veterans. And, we were able to take Justin's story all the way to national news. And, he was supposed to only live a few months, and he went on more than 2 years and really, really fought to the very end to keep helping towards the cause. Fast forward a couple of years, Justin passed in 2015. Things were going really well with the organization, and we had expanded to have our peer mentor training across the nation, our healing events across the nation, all while we developed a community center in Louisville, Kentucky that we would hope to expand out later, and then a retreat center in Shepherdsville, Kentucky. So we were doing really well with the organization, and then COVID hit. And because we couldn't host any events, we had a major loss in funding. A lot of people don't understand how much it costs to run a retreat center. 147 acres, there's landscapers, there's staff that has to be in play to operate the location. And we were supposed to have 300 events in 2020. And by March, the first week of March, all of a sudden, every one of them canceled. So that being said, we had a major loss in fundraising, close to $300,000 in cash loss. That really made things struggle. We sat down with the board and tried to figure out a strategy to move forward. And that strategy is that all the national events, the shooting competitions included, all the peer mentor training included, and now a different sort of vision is moving forward with a new organization called Warrior Battalion. Excuse me. And the retreat center is going to stay for now under Active Heroes, as they operate it on more of a local basis for veterans in the Kentucky area and any veteran that can get to Kentucky to visit. That being said, we have a difference in vision where we wanted to continue to help veterans nationally. That's what Justin wanted. I immediately went to John Fitch, who is the brother of Justin, and we've combined forces to create this new organization, Warrior Battalion. And we're just now in the process of getting a lot of the paperwork going. So we have to file for 501c3 still, but we have completed all the nonprofit corporation paperwork. We are solidified with our name. We're starting to build our website, starting to build out programming, and we still want to do retreats, but we have a different vision on how we can do it on a much exponentially lower cost and still have the same high impact. So one of the awesome announcements I have for you guys, which I've not announced anywhere else, this is the first time that I've been able to announce it anywhere. We're in talks now with Disney World, so we're looking at some bed and breakfast and hotels near Disney World that are going to donate several weeks a year for military family members to be able to stay, partner in with Disney World so the military families can have these mini retreat vacations and still pull off the same amount of impact that the retreat center in Shepherdsville, Kentucky had. And in my opinion, on a bigger level, because we're working on all these partnerships and we hope to have at least one location in every state within the first 2 years of running Warrior Battalion. So no matter where you live, there would be a Warrior Battalion location that donates space for military family members to take these mini retreat vacations. Partnering with tourism, for-profits, nonprofits that are going to provide additional activities, additional impact so that we can keep on reducing these numbers of veteran suicide. I don't know if you guys saw the new numbers for suicides that come out, but we're looking at, more than 17 veterans a day. And because of COVID, there's a 20% spike increase in veteran suicide. So all that progress that we've made through the last couple of years, COVID just knocked it down, and we're right back up to where we used to be on those high numbers of veteran suicides. I'm really hopeful that with Warrior Battalion and support from groups like everyone here, that we can continue this fight. I know that Justin would never want us to give up. That's why I partnered with his brother, John Fitch, to create this new organization and keep the mission moving forward.
Absolutely. I think that hits home to all of us. Never giving up, keeping the mission going. And it goes across the board. We've all ran into a veteran at some point or time in their life, and making sure they stay with us is a huge deal. So.
In a lot of ways, the only reason that I've even kept the Ebomi channel up through all the BS from politics and YouTube is because of my relationship with Justin and what he and that cause meant to veterans. And the bottom line, if you are willing to give your life to protect this great country, we should all be willing to do whatever it takes to protect you when you come home.
That's right. Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, who here has not served that's on the call?
Myself, unfortunately.
Is there no Scottish Army?
Well, my brother served. My brother served in the Royal Marines.
They meet in a bar, so probably not.
My brother served in the Royal Marines, and I kind of have a few issues here and there, and I'm not making excuses by any means of the matter. But I have looked into it over the years here as well, and I'm still in the process of working something out. I have one last one that I qualify for because of my age, and with the whole COVID thing going on right now, it's been nothing but a pain in the butt trying to get into the MEP station and the whole rest of it.
Can you imagine Scotsman in Mop 4 gear?
Can you imagine me having to shave this?
Yeah,
off?
this whole bad boy's got to go. All of it.
Well, yeah, but once he gets rid of that, he goes down like 8 age brackets.
Well, no, he's okay. I mean, he can still qualify for the Salvation Army.
And I'm sure there's a joke in there about Irish and Scottish armies. So
I'm sure there is.
I saw today.
Thank you, Mario.
I saw that new recruits, because of COVID, don't have to go through the gas chamber. And I'm thinking, like, wow, what an excuse to not have to go through that. It's amazing.
So I have an exciting announcement. And so I kind of been playing with my phone a little bit, and I apologize for that, but this is kind of cool. So I need you guys to make sure you watch for a review coming out this week from Coda Boy 32. And he has a particular rifle that he is going to throw up. So guys, make sure you go check that review out so you can see what he has and what's going on. And to Coda Boy, man, brother, I appreciate it more than you know. You know how much you mean to me, man. You're awesome, your family, and that's all there is to say about that.
Coda is a great, awesome, scary teddy bear.
He is a teddy bear.
Yep. He's big, he's gruff, he's scary, but right down on there, he's nothing but heart.
So we do have something else we can do real fast while we have Troy with us, because I'm not sure how long he can stay, because I know he's got his kid tonight. So John has kindly thrown out a phone number. So if you guys have any questions and want to call in, you can go ahead and call in. Please bear in mind that with the parting ways, there are certain things that cannot be discussed. So please just bear that in mind. If he turns around and says he can't answer that question, don't take offense. It's just there's certain things in play.
Hey, and I want to throw it out there because we have no idea who is going to see this, who has seen it now, who is in the chat room. If you have access to, like moving forward, our next rifle was planned to be an AR-10 chambered in .308. And if you know somebody, have some stuff that could possibly go towards this build, usually, and probably as of this moment in time, the most impressive Justin package that we have ever had was the one that Stalker Steve won. That was the first .308, and I mailed Steve, I believe it was 6 boxes worth of stuff. He had everything from knives to flashlights to bug out bag material to a gun case to everything. And it's always because you guys have gotten involved. If you have an item that can go in, and you can get it to me, it's a catch-22 because it ends up having to be shipped twice. But if I have the stuff, I'm able to show it all. Last time we did this, I had a whole bunch of ammo and there was some large quantities, and I was like, I'll try to make sure I remember to mention you, but I'll give your information to the person that wins it and it can be shipped on. But in a way, not because I'm a control freak, but a lot of times I like to end up with everything so I know what everything is. But if you have an item, either get in contact with me, Scotsman, John, even Alan, and we can get the shipping information to get stuff to me to make it all possible. Because right now, in the last 6-8 months, this has been the biggest struggle. I've never seen anything like this. I have put out a video and said, we want to build a one-of-a-kind 5.56 AR-15. And 2 weeks later, I had almost double of everything. And so I was able to put stuff on the shelf for the next Justin rifle. And like I said, as of right now, I have a bunch of stuff that has already come in for the bug out bag, get home bag. Other than that, the AR-10 consists of a Faxon fluted barrel, match grade barrel, and one of their bolt carriers. And a big thanks to Faxon because they were willing to do something like that. But needless to say, I don't need to tell all of you preppers and gun people that a barrel and a bolt carrier just quite doesn't look as great painted up.
It does not. I did get a text of the rifle that KB is going to throw up, so I am going to show this, and you guys can see that is in KB studio.
Nice.
So that is a 6.5 Creedmoor, and he's got to throw that up, do a review on it, and everything on there but the muzzle brake. So you'll get a different muzzle brake. He likes the muzzle brake, and I don't blame him. That's a cool muzzle brake.
Hey, I might be able to talk to John Huber and maybe get a 6.5 Huber brake for that.
Oh, that'd be something, huh?
Yeah, I did see a question about the new board. So what we've done is form a board of directors that is only veterans, and then John Fitch, whose brother of Justin Fitch, is on that board, so that we're continuing on with Justin Fitch's mission. John's a Marine. I'm on the board as president, U.S. Army veteran, and then we have a Air Force veteran, Rhett Purdue, who's our board treasurer. He ran financials for the Air Force for many years. So we've bringing people on board of advisors. So anybody interested in joining board of advisors, we're still looking at trying to form a board of those individuals. And then anybody really wanting to volunteer, you can reach me on my email, which is troy@warriorbattalion.org. We're obviously needing volunteers that can host more shooting competition style events. We have a lot of veterans that come to those events and seek out help. Along with those volunteerships comes the peer mentor training, so you get trained on how to interact with veterans who are suicidal. And we're also looking for volunteers that can help us reach out and grow our programming, like the new retreat homes that we're hoping to build throughout the next 2 years in each state. And there are various other volunteer ways to volunteer, and you might have a skill set that we need. So send me an email at troy@warriorbattalion.org. I don't know. I don't have the ability to post in the comments, so if one of you guys can put my email up there. And we are allowed to take donations already because we filed everything, and the date of our incorporation was March 3rd. So that allows us to accept donations already. We have a lot of things set up, but the website is bare bones. So if you give us about 30 days, we're going to have a much better website up and running. And I'm hoping to get some of these auctions and raffles and things that you guys are doing listed up on the website.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I just wanted to say thank you guys. We went over $1,000 tonight. So guys, thank you very much. That's awesome.
Awesome.
Much appreciated, guys.
That helps a lot because there's a lot of this nonprofit software that we need to be able to send newsletters. You know, someone was asking about that earlier. There's a lot of people that we need to reach out and let them know the transitions that are happening and that we're staying true to Justin's mission.
Yeah, he was Troy. I don't need to tell you. And of course, this is the first time I've had a chance to talk to Troy, and we've been working together for a long damn time. When I had the opportunity to spend some time with Justin, he was like all apologetic because he actually had multiple phone calls when he was here with veterans that were calling him basically to get help, for reassurance. I mean, that night he could have been the one responsible for talking someone down in choosing life. And to me, what Justin represents was so powerful. And you know, we were working together before we lost him, and after we lost him, you know, the question was asked, Troy, but who on the panel has served? I haven't officially served and been in harm's way, but because of Justin, I will serve the best I can as long as I'm alive.
Now, there was a question put in there. It said, so if we raise a certain amount, will Ebomi shave his head?
You know, you're asking the wrong person, because anybody that knows me knows that I have no problems losing all my hair.
But
Now,
you
the
got-
true
you
battle
got
will be
perfect hair.
It
I mean,
looks
come
like
on.
you've lost about half of it already.
I mean, look, I shave, so what? Scotsman shaves. Okay, that's shaving a monkey's butt and teaching it to walk backwards. But Balmy, I mean, you got the hair. You know, you got all slick back.
Hey, I can fully commit to that. Oh, look,
Oh,
Here you
Steve's here.
my
Man, you have hair. I see some people on this call don't have some. So
Having hair is overrated.
Scotsman's is relocated.
Yeah. His just slid.
That's right.
It slid.
and Scotsman, we have another event in Louisville, Kentucky with the Whisker. It's called Whisker Mania, and we weren't able to have it last year, but it is a wrestling themed beard competition event with 12 different categories. So hopefully January of 2022, we're bringing it back. That's the goal right now. So should head down to Louisville and show off the beard.
The beard goes nowhere. I'm sorry. That's.
No, he said show it off.
Oh, show it off. I thought I said
Yeah.
shave it off. I'm not
No.
sure. I'll show it off all day long.
I saw you shave it off once.
Yeah, that was once. It's never happened again.
There's got to be a prize, like 25,000.
No, I wouldn't do it. I'm sorry. You could offer me $1 million, I wouldn't shave.
Wow.
He was a very unhappy guy after he did.
He lost all his strength. The girls stopped paying attention to him.
Right.
Exactly.
I
Yeah,
felt
it
so
was horrible.
bad. I felt so bad. I couldn't even say anything sarcastic about the way he looked.
That was alarming.
Yeah, it was
Put it
bad.
this way, Troy. A brown bag wouldn't help.
I would think that your Scottish accent would bring the women, but I don't really hear the Scottish accent.
I've been here so long, man. I'm going on almost 16 years I've been here. And I used to teach kids a lot, and so I had to slow my accent down. And when I slowed how I talked down, it kind of went away. But I'm not drinking tonight, so I got to go to work. So, but if I was drinking, you'd hear it more.
Maybe there's going to come a time soon that we can actually travel to other countries. And because I definitely would love to go to Scotland one day in my life.
It's a beautiful country, man.
I noticed that I know almost nothing about the UK. Like, I really don't. Like, I just learned the other day that is either Ireland or Northern Ireland is actually not part of the UK. And that makes no sense in my brain.
Hey, everything would work into Eric's personal plan. We'll just don't tell the wife. But I would love to put this on the cutting block, no pun intended.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Yes, absolutely.
And then
Every
John,
time-
John, do you have hair? And Daniel, you got hats on, so I can't tell.
I have hair. It was down.
Yeah, I was
It
thinking
was down to the middle of my. It was down to the
you
middle.
should have seen him a week and a half ago.
It was clear down the middle of my back, but then the ex-wife walked in the door and she grabbed a hold and went, "You know what? It's really starting to grow on me." And then she left, and it was like instantaneous. I shaved it all off and went, "Well, if she likes it, then I'm taking it off." And then she calls me later on and goes, "Did you shave it off yet?" So I got duped.
They're saying the first fundraiser we had, I used a Bowie knife to shave everything off. We did it live on the live stream.
Yep.
My dad was bald by the age 35, so I'm 41 now, and I might have a little gray coming in. That's about it. So,
I got plenty of gray. I just yeah. I get to keep it. That was nice. And that was a gift from my dad, but he left out the whole part about you're going to be, the size of a small car. He left that part out. So I get to keep the hair. I'm just the size of a car.
See, I hate hair management. And my dad was bald by the age of 35, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get like a free pass. I don't have to even deal with this. Unfortunately, my grandfather died with a full head of hair at the age of 80 something, and looks like I'm blessed with his genes.
Yeah, I was blessed with the ones where it's receding hairline, and it's bad. So it just gets shaved off to make it easy. Everything stays right here, though.
Yeah, they call that the Gallagher syndrome.
growing up, teenager in the late 80s, early 90s, my friends would dye their hair all the time. And now every one of them are bald. And I'm like, I told you guys way back then, that's what's going to happen. And sure enough, every one of them bald as can be. You don't really see the dyeing of the hair too much anymore, but I definitely see the neck tattoos everywhere.
Yep. The hair dyeing is I don't know. That's an odd one for me too.
So, Alan, what do you think about CB, man? He keeps throwing out that he wants to shave. Like every other chat, he's talking about shaving everything off.
Everything except the mustache. Everything except that, and it's always immediate. So he's saying three grand. If we actually hit $3,000 tonight, that would definitely get Daniel off of the chat and CB on, so that we could watch that be shaved live. But it's that's one that I would actually like to promo. Yeah, because I mean, the man's channel is called Bearded CB, and he's willing to definitely take one for the team for Justin's, and has before. So, is he telling a fib? No, not at all. He ain't lying for shit. He would do it. He will do it. It's just a matter of if we can actually raise that kind of money. And in all actuality, what was it, a month and a half, 2 months ago when I did it?
Yeah.
I really wasn't expecting to be able to raise as much for Justin's as we did that night.
Yeah,
But
we had some really crazy nights. The drink off was incredible. And I'm sure you all remember our wonderful Alan, passed out on the chair with the wife, with the old lady coming in to save him, to save the day. Now we've had some really incredible chats, and you guys have always stepped up to the plate.
Indeed.
Oh, there you go. RKT, Matt might cut his hair.
Well, on the GoFundMe side of things, there is a nice list of people there. Broke Loader, Jason Stewart, Kyle threw in on that like 15 minutes ago. Myself, David N. Wright, Lockjaw, Dead Horse, Jer Bear Tactical, Anna Brown, KFW YouTube, Ghost Riders in there, Jeff Kitchens, Tom Oliverson, Milsert Mike, Justin Gardner, the list goes on and on. Alan, Leonard, Edward Petty. It's really good to see that people are willing to help continue this to get bigger and more towards the original goal. It's I'm glad to see that the mission itself is not changing in any way, shape, or form. It's going to stay with the roots that Justin created.
And I think that's the key point everyone needs to take from this, is that it's staying with the way the mission is supposed to be, and it's not changing in any shape or form.
Yeah, that was really important to us. That's when I sat down with John Fitch, Justin's brother, and we just asked a question: what would Justin want us to do? He would want us to keep fighting and keep doing what we had promised always to keep doing, and just keep moving forward with the mission as much as possible. Justin always wanted us to help nationally. You know, veteran suicide doesn't exist in one state. It exists across the nation and at a lot of military installations. These events that Justin originally participated in, we saw great numbers of veterans coming to, and some of them would be open enough to talk outright at those events. Later, some would come forward in either emails or phone calls or even reviews online and say, look, I needed this. This is exactly, I needed to get off my couch, get out of my house, get back into the community, meet with other veterans and, you know, same-minded civilians and military family members and connect with them, build these connections, the camaraderie that comes with all that, and just have a network where they're at locally to seek out help. And then they start attending more social events and they start growing relationships that further help us complete the mission. I know for a fact that we've had over 800 veterans in the last decade come forth at these events, either from ruck marches or shooting competitions or gym events, whatever it might be. They came forward and said, look, I was suicidal, I was ready to give up, but this gave me hope. And that's the key. We got to keep giving hope. We got to keep working on these programs. Even doing this thing now, we're trying to set up these retreat homes on a national basis. I've had volunteers coordinating these events for years saying we need a retreat home near us. This new path with Warrior Battalion allows us to get there much quicker, allows us to start working on those partnerships. And I have a lot of these women that volunteer that are ready to make these phone calls, emails, and start soliciting these locations so that we can grow the retreat program, keep growing the events, the healing events program, and keep growing the suicide prevention training so that we can keep reaching out, connecting, and reduce these veteran suicide numbers.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, and that's the biggest thing. And again, we all know veterans, and if you bump into one in the street, you know, have a conversation. You know, sometimes just having that conversation is going to be the one thing that makes it where they stay with us and stick with us.
Absolutely.
I try to always have, you know, some patches or coins, walk up and offer one to. I'll tell you that I was injured in Iraq. I don't have a Purple Heart, but I had an ID blow up pretty close to me, and I had no clue what happened, of course. I was just knocked to the ground, dislocated my shoulder, didn't even know that I dislocated my shoulder until like an hour or two later. Was knocked to the ground. I had like my face singed from the heat. And of course, one of the other soldiers got much worse. So the concern was just him. I was also a paramedic at the time. It's what I did while I was out of high school, went to paramedic school. So my concern was helping them. And then all of a sudden, I sort of started to realize that I'm hurt as well. It's never easy to talk about. We talked about earlier just the feeling of going to war. I can remember to this day the first time just going across the line from Kuwait into Iraq, and it's like, okay, here we go. What's going to happen? And of course, you know, nothing really happens for a long time. It's the whole hurry up and wait mentality, and all of a sudden, bam, it can happen on a split second. And that's how the enemy, of course, fights, because most of them, I believe, are cowards. They want to fight with IEDs or guerrilla tactics, hit you and run. And I ended up doing 255 convoy escort missions over 13 months in Iraq. And I'll tell you, every one of them, I was prepared for something to happen, and only one time did anything ever happen. So it's sort of the luck of the draw when you're across the wire. And we'd always hear somebody else in our battalion or brigade getting killed. We were just lucky. In my unit, actually, the prior engagement they had in Iraq, they lost 32 were killed in action. So my deployment was just lucky. Just everything was just luck. You always hear someone else getting injured or hurt and killed, and it's always devastating to the morale of everybody. But I don't think I was ever happier than crossing into Kuwait the last time. And strike that, I was actually even happier just landing in Texas at an airport and realizing, all right, I'm back to the States. Maybe I can start to realize things are good to go. But still, that first year being home, I couldn't go to sleep because I was dreaming Iraq. So it just takes a while to get it out of your system, and that's what a lot of us experience.
Yeah, for each individual, it's different, but having people that are there to help what each person needs. I know everybody probably has questions about it, but what each person needs is different, and having a group that can help get you off the edge and to step back and open your eyes in whatever direction it needs to be, what's going to be valuable to you, what's going to help you make it to the next day, because it literally is one day at a time, many times. But having that out there is something that it has to be there. It has to be there. I don't know, anybody was reading, Mario had a comment there where he talked about he's lost many of his friends, and some people just feel that this can't be real. It really can't be. Why wouldn't the Army or the Marines or whatever, the government help out? It is real. I don't know why there's nothing out there, but every single day there people depart from their time in the service, and it literally is, have a great one. Thanks.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Like even the VA, I know like with Daniel and a few others, just getting an appointment with the VA or getting in there and getting certain medications and stuff is nothing but a pain in the rear end.
Oh yeah.
So to ask the question of, why is the government not helping? Well, they can't even get the VA right.
During a previous administration here, not that long ago, there was quite a few veterans that were lost on waiting lists, just waiting.
Yeah.
Waiting. And when all the medical facilities close, like with the COVID, when they're closed and you don't have that opportunity, you don't have someone to reach out to, that's a big to do. That is a real. Sometimes just hearing the other voice and knowing there's somebody there that I can talk to that understands what I'm talking about. That's huge. That's so huge.
All right, with the VA, when you're dealing with the VA, every other word, a question they're asking you, are you depressed? Okay, they are really covering to find out if you're having mental issues or emotional issues, but they'll get you into the pipeline to talk to a psychiatrist. And my experiences with them is not so much. I guess, you don't trust them. But I mean, what we need is things here, like Troy's putting together, where veterans can get with veterans, but also with, I don't know if he's going to have any type of people of faith down there, but what they really need is to heal the soul, to get things right. Because you go into warfare, your soul and everything just gets ripped to shreds on what you see and what you go through.
Yeah, well, what's right no longer is right. What's wrong apparently isn't wrong anymore. There's all it's just everything's upside down, everything's topsy turvy, and you need to come back and you need to get yourself back, because you're basically, that's the way I kind of would describe it, is you lose yourself. You're not there anymore, and you got to come back to you. Faith is a big thing. It can help quite a bit.
Let me tell you this like the day that we got back to Fort Hood after 13 months in Iraq, they set us down. They did this ceremony where they basically knight us as veterans. And it might be different for different branches and different MOSs, which is, for those who never served in the military, it's your job in the military. But yeah, for us infantrymen, they knight us as veterans. They piled us into a classroom where we sign all this paperwork. For me, I was getting out of the military, so I'm signing all my demobilization paperwork. And all of a sudden, I get handed a paper, and it says, basically, do you need help? Do you need to talk to somebody? Are you suicidal? And I remember the lady saying, if you sign any of this paperwork as yes, you're going to be kept at base. You're going to have to go through a psych evaluation. And at that moment, I realized, looking around the room, there's not a single soldier in here that's going to sign yes, because tomorrow we're on a plane home to see our family, or sign yes and you're stuck there for who knows how long. And I just felt like that's not the way to do this. Like that has to change. And let's face it, the social programs that the government pays for, like the VA, they've always put more money into bombs than they're going to put into that medical care. And it's unfortunate. I will say this as a former paramedic, the VA that I dealt with in the 90s was not great. The VA that I'm dealing with now is much better, but has a lot of room for improvement still. But I just remember one time I took a veteran, and he had a major infection in his leg. And I just remember the doctor at the VA looking at him and basically saying, all right, you're just going to have to take him to another hospital. Like, why did we even take them to the VA then? And this was in the late 90s. So it was, it's apparent that they had to make some changes. But let's face it, you're a doctor if you graduate from an Ivy League school as summa cum laude, but you're also a doctor if you get a C- at your local medical school. And the VA is not hiring the first one, if you know what I mean. So that's an unfortunate thing. I still love private hospitals. I like capitalism and competition because I believe that it pushes us forward. But I wish on a social level that there be more money in the VA and more of that health care given to veterans. I still see room for improvement, but let's face it, it's going to take 501c3 charities across the nation to really work at these problems and try to solve as much as we can and reduce these veteran suicide numbers and live up to Justin's mission as much as possible.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Alan, we're about halfway through. You want to run through the side chat again? Blowing up there.
Yeah, absolutely. It really has been blowing up out there. That is, if I can get over here to find out what YouTube says the participants are. Bearded CB82, Coates Brothers Firearms, G23, the sexiest man on YouTube, Mario Mosen, Sergeant David Dog, Thor's Axe, Vanessa Kitty. I know they've been going pretty thick over there for a little while. Jason Stewart, Bald and Curious is out there. Broke Loader was out there. Pop's Quest was out there. I think he should not worry about shaving his nipple hair though. Mr. Joey Cuz has also joined us. Good to see you, Joey.
Wow. Hey, Joey, shut the fuck up.
How much donations go to shaving nipples off?
I don't know, but I would like to say thank you. We just went over 1,400, so that's awesome.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks for all this help.
Well, you see, but the reason why Pop shaved his nipples off is it was interfering with his aerodynamics.
New York Half-Assed Prepper has joined us.
Everybody just be cool.
Yeah.
I love Daniel's side
No
comments.
sudden movements.
What's that, Troy?
I said I love your side comments. They're great.
Oh, that's the only reason they have me on this chat. You know, that way, if I'm here, I tend to keep my mouth shut more and I'm typing less. I mean, I'm a troll that just ended up making a channel because I love picking on these guys.
I can contest to that.
It's so weird. It's so weird seeing you in your kitchen there.
Oh, that's because out on the porch there's too much wind. I don't get enough signal down there at my reloading bench. But ask Scotsman. This is where I live. When he comes over, I'm just like that little guy that looks like Biden that's behind Ebomi. Cook him something to eat. We go out and shoot. Yeah, I'm waiting for him to snip your hair.
Man cave Matt.
And Bald, I'm really, yes, this is very important, but I had research material on me. I mean, not just one book, but multiple books.
Hey, you asked. I got to make sure you see,
Yeah.
And when's the last time you've been back to Scotland?
Unfortunately, sir, I've never been back. It's
16 years?
I've never had the money to, and now with all this COVID stuff going on, it may never happen. They're throwing a lot of restrictions out there right now, and I'm not one that complies with that, so it may not ever happen, unfortunately.
Hey, Scotsman.
Is Scotland looking at you have to be vaccinated to travel into the country?
Well, unfortunately, they still fall under with the UK government, so they still fall under that as a whole. Even though we have our own parliament, it still falls under that. So if they go ahead and make it something down there, then it'll travel all the way up.
I often don't understand our own government here in the United States, but I really do not understand the government over there in UK. To this day, I don't even know what the Queen does.
She's a figurehead. That's
She
it.
collects money.
She does absolutely
Nothing.
nothing.
Does she have control of the military, though?
Technically, yes. I mean, honestly, years ago, when all this BS started coming out back in the early 90s, it literally would have taken her to walk out and say, you know what? No, this is what we're doing instead, and be done with it. But instead of doing that, she let them take more and more power away from her and put more and more power in their own place. And that's
Scotsman. Daniel put a target on my head at 3,000. Where are we right now?
we were
Halfway almost.
Yeah, we're almost halfway.
The obstacle that I was referring to earlier is wondering where the dollar amount was.
1,400.
Yeah, we're about halfway.
Well, I'm the obstacle.
Yeah, because I would shave this
Sure.
shit right now.
Oh,
If somebody donated $250, I would shave this right
Oh,
now.
no.
And you're like, oh,
I'm not-
I get my nose hairs cut, and she's like, wow, you kind of went kind of thin on those, didn't you?
just for that, smart ass. Game on. You get to your goal, and we're shaving your head live.
Oh,
Nice.
I will do it.
Okay.
Whoa.
I was gonna say, I knew Christine would not have an issue with it.
The queen has spoken.
that's right.
So there you go. Game on, boys and girls.
Hey, Mario.
Pony up.
And then where is everybody else from?
Maine.
Albania. Oh, sorry. That's this guy.
Yeah, that's Joe. Yeah.
You up near like Bangor in Maine?
No, I'm down. I'm about 15 minutes from New Hampshire. I'm in the Sanford.
Well, technically, yeah, you were right. He is really close to Bangor, Maine. How many times you been married, John?
5. Hey, chicks dig me for a while.
How many kids with 5 marriages?
You got to be careful what you say, Eric. You just got a deal right there.
How many kids with 5 marriages?
3.
And then what do you say to the 5th wife
Make it
to
2
convince
seconds.
her that the last 4 just didn't work out?
Yeah.
It goes like this.
Did you hear that, John?
What?
Somebody makes a $250 donation, she'll cut it right now.
I did not. I said I'll do anything to help out.
All right. Hold on. Oh no. But look. Let's stop. Let's stop everything right now and focus on the important facts at hand. All right. So no, here, scooch over a little bit so we can see her face. Come on,
Oh,
come on, princess, get in here. Hello, princess. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Hi, everybody. There she is. All right. So now, a $250 donation. All right. Now, will you shave his head for that? Say yes. Say yes.
Remember, it's for Justin.
Say yes.
For $250.
Say yes.
That's a little
Say
much.
yes.
Okay,
Say
well,
yes.
just get the clippers and just do the reverse mohawk.
All right.
and
What
do it
about
right down the middle.
this? Right now, it's sitting at. Hang on here. Let's talk turkey here. Right now, it's sitting at 1,454. So they've already given up. They've already given up because it started at 600. So they've already almost given up $1,000. So let's talk turkey here. How about if that hits $600? If $1,600. If that hits $1,600, shave it. Shave it. Shave it.
No, we need to go for the full 2,000.
So if it hits $2,000, you'll shave his head.
Yeah, 2,000. I'll shave his head. Done.
Eric, it's sitting at 1,454 right now. That means we're just $550 shy of watching you become a bald-headed guy.
That would be a first.
Yeah.
Well, and
You'd be happy with that.
Yeah, I actually would.
It takes a while to grow back. Let me tell you, they shaved my head in Iraq. I wasn't happy about it.
You know,
Oh, but it comes back thicker.
I had this practically shaved to nothing like it feels like 5 minutes ago. And she's like, it's so short. And I was like, just wait around 10 minutes. You'll be okay.
Yeah.
think of the money that you're going to save on hair care products.
Yeah.
Yes.
And see, smile money brings up a good point too. You probably get added to the no-fly list.
What is it called?
That no-fly list.
Oh.
I don't know why that was so funny to me.
Go ahead, Alan. You were going to say something.
He's eating crackers.
Donate.
Alan got busted eating crackers.
And you said you're from Maine, but where else is everybody?
I'm from Ohio.
Okay.
Duluth, Minnesota. You're as far north as you can go and still being in America.
Man, I definitely do not hear Minnesota in your voice, though.
Soda. Pop.
Soda.
Coke. Which one of those was your trigger?
Soda.
In case you didn't see that one, there was just a saying that, let's see, someone's willing to cover half of the 500 that's missing right now.
Oh, it's at 1,700 now.
Yeah.
You better go find hope the Clippers have charged enough.
Well, that's William C. Chapman.
Well, excuse me for a moment while I go charge the Clippers.
Hey,
Princess
just,
has left the building.
whoa. Just get your old used doll Bic.
There you go.
Well, and so what is your plan of attack there, Eric? Do you do the sides first and leave the top, or do
Well, I don't
the
think he has a
reverse
plan of
skunk
attack.
first?
I don't think he has a plan of attack because it's up to Christine. So Christine
Yeah.
can dictate.
I want her to give you a crow's nest so I can get some photographic proof here, so I can have some stuff for the promos, and then go ahead and shave the rest of it off. I think a crow's nest would be good at first, though.
You better make sure the lighting is better.
Let me turn on the screen capture features.
We should definitely
Oh,
mohawk for the end so we can get a picture of the mohawk.
Hang on, I gotta work on this.
That is the saddest freaking ponytail on the planet.
So for those are asking for the link is out there. It's right there in the side chat.
Definitely would not
I
want
picked a
that
bad
following
day
me
to
into
stop
the bathroom.
cocaine.
Yes. All right.
so I take it this is a bad time to order nude hair products, huh?
Well, how do you feel about Mother's Polish?
Oh, that's the good stuff.
Scotsman,
product.
in the history of foreign and domestic, how many heads do you think ultimately have been shaved in the name of Justin's Final Mission?
Oh my goodness, that is a question and a half. I'm gonna say at least 2 hands worth. At least. I've let's see. You've done it multiple times. CB's done it multiple times. We're shaving. Daniel's done it. I'm gonna say at least 2 hands worth. At least probably 10 times or so. It's up there. Definitely double digits.
Wow. Hopefully nothing else has been shaved.
And tonight, Ebomi can join the illustrious crew of people that have shaved their head on foreign and domestic.
Yeah, you're going to join the Hairless Wonder Boy group. What do you think of that?
Yeah.
The hairless.
We should probably be thorough.
You guys should have to. Well, I don't know. I don't. Yeah, no.
Oh, okay.
We don't.
The hairless club for men.
We don't want to hurt anybody.
Not only am I a member, I'm the president.
There you go.
And we are currently at $2,070.
Boom.
Oh, my.
Mic drop.
Christy.
When this happens, Scotsman, make sure that you blow up his picture for me because I got the screen capture and everything ready. There we go. That's what I'm going to be wanting right there. Hang on, let me get a little bit of beforehand here. There we go. 3, 2. There we go. The beforehand.
So, to all those out there who are listening right now, Troy, is there anything else you want to talk about or say? I mean, we're almost at 2,000 already.
Give me a moment. I'll be right back.
She's
I
dolling
just
that.
really
pickup.
appreciate what you guys have always done. You know, I knew Justin for quite a while. It's always hard for me to talk about Justin, man, because he was not only an inspiration, but he was an infantryman as well. So I could have these conversations with him. I told him that after I got home from Iraq, I didn't touch a weapon for years, just because I was in a lot of firefights. So for me, it brings back those memories. And he got me to go to a shooting club and shoot. And of course, what is the first thing he hands to me is a Desert Eagle, which I'm pretty sure you all have shot one, but I had never shot one at that point. And the anticipation, I swear, like I'm just holding this thing like every movie I've ever seen someone shoot it at, like almost shoots themselves in the face, or every YouTube video you see. Then sure enough, I hit bullseye first shot, and he's like, "Yeah, you're good to go, man. Just keep shooting." And my wife at the time was never shot before. She was from Germany, so I love. I have those memories of Justin teaching my wife how to shoot. So I'll never forget them. That's the reason why every day I wake up and I say, "Look, just keep pushing forward, keep helping as many people, any veterans as we can, keep help reducing veteran suicide, and keep raising money so that people have to shave their heads."
Awesome job, people.
Look, he disappeared since we hit the number.
Well, that's because he's afraid. He's very afraid.
Oh, he's breaking the news to Christine.
It's like, I didn't think I was so fast. I don't know what happened.
Ah, there she is.
There she
Implements
is.
of death and destruction.
Here,
Oh,
The shovels and rakes and other implements of destruction.
there you are, Christine, so that you can see the number is there.
Oh, there's Scotsman. You farting again?
Either that or it's like a saw or something in the background. This is great. I gotta take a screenshot. Hold on.
Does he kind of look like John Goodman?
Oh, look, she's got the comb and everything, man.
Yeah, she's gonna hack it down a little bit just so that the trimmers can go through that mulch.
Thank you, everybody, for donating, by the way. Really appreciate it.
Yes, indeed.
It really gets us going. It gets everything we need to start the organization and keep moving forward.
You guys never fail to impress me and blow me away every time we do something like this. You guys all step up to the plate, and I appreciate it more than you guys know. I really do. When I talked to Troy earlier in the week, I told him we could get it done in a week, and I don't know if he believed me or not, but there you go. The proof's in the pudding, and you guys did it once again, every single time.
Absolutely.
In a weird way, this is not how I saw my day going.
In a weird way, I never thought I'd be shaving your head.
Leave a mohawk, leave a little mohawk.
Hey, Ebomi, I got a desert story for you. When I was at the sandbox, because I was going bald anyways. I used to keep my head shaved, and one time I started letting it grow out. I had some little clippers like that, and about 1/3 of the way through, it completely died. All right, so all I had.
That's what I'm worried about.
That's why I'm doing this first.
Yeah, I had this Bic, and it was really been used a lot. So I'm there scraping the hair off for about 2 hours. And do you think anybody else in the tents would give me a sharp Bic? No, they're just having too much fun watching.
Oh God! Hey, just go downstairs and get some of that fire gel that I got in the last battle box.
Sure.
Yeah. For another $1,000, put some icy hot on top.
Hey, just go get the Nair. Ooh, that'd be bad.
Oh man, can you imagine icy hot on your head after shaving? Oh.
You have more hair than most women do. Oh my God, there's a bald spot already.
Eric gave himself the ultimate widow peaks.
Yeah.
So Christy, if they hit 3,000 tonight, is there any other parts of the body you'd like to shave?
Uh-oh.
I thought he said he wanted to have his nipples shaved off. Don't laugh, you might get your ear cut.
I was like,
All right, go for it.
you can use this now.
Yeah, I think so. Hold on a second. We can just chop that down some more.
Good God.
Just go with it. Don't fight it.
Go.
I won't hurt you much.
Do the sides first. I want to have a mohawk for a little bit.
That thing's gonna get all hot. You're gonna end up with burns all over your scalp.
She's got a little cringe going. You can see she's got the little oh crap, what did I just agree to?
Right now we got the mange cat look going.
We should just stop there, allow him to like go live to like the gas station and walk in.
Hey, did you get lottery tickets? Hey, money well spent.
You want to look like that and walk in and do the half-assed wrong request for the whiskey. Then you got any of that black coffee? What was that big black what?
Justin, I love you.
We both must, because I would never do this.
Oh, remember when he was here? What do you want for dinner? I want pancakes.
So we had to go to Perkins, and he had to have pancakes.
I think he ordered everything on the
Everything.
breakfast menu.
And then I think, didn't he order like onion rings too?
Yeah, pancakes and onion rings.
2 weeks before he passed, I went up there to Wisconsin, and we go to breakfast, and you know what type of cancer he had. He really couldn't eat food, but he did. He ordered like every breakfast item, ate all of it, made sure that he got sick to get rid of it, and then ate more. And I'm like, man, how are you doing this?
Whose idea was this, anyways?
I think it was Eric's.
He was begging us, hey, come up with this thing so I can get my hair shaved. Summer's going.
Okay, well, maybe I didn't think the contributions would be this fluid.
You should know better.
Now you've got,
Looks like Sloth from Goonies.
you look like Sloth from the Goonies. That's good. I like
Real
that.
quick, do us a hey, you guys.
He does look like the kid from Crocodile Dundee.
In a little, he's starting to merge onto that banjo kid on the bridge from the Deliverance.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. Oh, God.
Dun, 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 dun.
I was never afraid of like Freddy Krueger or Friday the 13th as a kid, but Deliverance, man, that scared the shit out of me.
This is epic on a whole new level.
You're not from around here, are you?
Can you say squeal like a pig?
Sure look good in them jeans, don't you, boy?
Are you ready for the last part to go?
Yeah, I'll get rid of it. I got more on my shoulders than John has on his head.
Okay, now leave the rest.
Squeal like a pig.
Put him in a white suit right now.
know
He look
how
like
many-
Boss Hogg.
You know how many promos this is going to be in? I have a shot of you of Christine throwing that pasta down and going, eat a bowl of dicks. And then it's going to be followed up with this. Oh, that's great. You know what? I think your scalp is broken. There's like bumps and crap all over.
I've never seen my scalp.
You must have fallen down a lot as a child.
You'll be seeing it a lot for the next little while.
Captain Shark said, "Wee wee."
You're gonna get pulled over by a cop. He's gonna walk up to the window and knock on it. You're gonna roll it down and go, nope, nope, nope. Nope. He's gonna get in his car and leave.
There you go. This would be better if you were black and.
She has obsession with bald black guys' heads. I just want to go over and rub his head.
Yeah, this is not that far.
Okay, now you got to get the shaving cream and shave all that off so it's nice and smooth.
You can take care of that because I'm not doing that. I don't want to catch you.
She's like, I've drawn the line. You're bald. Now move on.
Now, what happens if it never grows back?
We can all go back and revisit the video and go, remember this?
Remember the time when you had hair?
Oh, my brother shaved his head once and it never grew back. He had a full head of hair to begin with. Yeah.
What?
Yep.
Look at his face when you said that.
He was a senior in high school.
Oh, my heavens.
Shaved it off, went outside, he got sunburnt, and guess what? No hair.
Oh,
Christine looks like she's having too much fun with this too.
oh yeah.
My 4-year-old daughter just walked in the room and looked at your face and kind of shrugged and ran off.
That's going to happen a lot, I have a funny feeling.
He kind of looks like Shrek. I
You're
mean,
gonna-
why
you're
wouldn't you
gonna-
smile?
You're going to walk into to get your beers at the beer store. They're going to turn around and go, hey, how you? Oh, God.
You're going to be waking up the next few nights. You're going to hear this. And so she's giggling. Oh, that is fun to slap.
Let me get the majority of your.
Just stick it down his shirt. Come on, do it.
Okay. Well,
All right. Wow. Oh, I like that you left the hair on the side there, just poking up and sticking out. That's awesome.
Well, I have the towel.
No, on his head. You
On
left
the
it
head.
on his
There.
head. On the side of his head, above his ear.
It's like
And
a
on the top, middle. And
What a
Okay.
boy spends $500 for the ball sack.
Too late.
No, other side, Christy. He's got a whole pile on the other side.
looks like a cabbage patch that got ran over by like a lawnmower.
turn the clippers around. You can get it better. Attack it from the other side. There you go.
Just push really, really hard and drag it across his scalp.
just go break a beer bottle off.
God, you look like a
Oh, that's awesome. That's fantastic. If it doesn't work, Christine, just get the weed whacker.
Just get a razor. Just
It'll
get
work.
an actual physical razor and start shaving.
I like the weed whacker idea.
Wait a second. Where's my scissors?
Oh, Jesus.
Just gonna cut your ears off now.
There's going to be that one left that's at like 3 feet long, one hair.
You know, Christine, we're gonna have to put this up on your channel as a hair cutting how to.
How to keep your man in line.
Cutting hair with Christine.
I could go finish this off.
Well, you can go finish this off. I'm not going any.
We hit 3. I'm shaving my balls.
Christine's gonna go. Yeah, you're doing that alone too,
Yeah,
ass.
you're on your own for that one, buddy. No, you're playing.
There's definitely some hair left.
Is they getting near 2,500? Because I already seen one person said they kick in $500, so that would put it at 3.
Oh my heavens! Oh, that was awesome.
So enjoy that because
I,
it's the one
I-
and only
I
time
prob-
that I will do
I
that.
probably should go.
Eyebrows for another 1,000.
Can you scooch up for this one? Sorry, can you-
Oh,
you might want to
that's awesome.
Thank you, Julie, for throwing in on that.
Ugh. I knew it was going to be a special night, just not that special.
Hey, remember that night?
But for real, you need to definitely take a razor to it because you kind of look like what's that show with the meth heads?
How much longer are you going to be on, Scotsman?
You got another half hour. But I mean, we can always push it just a little bit longer if we have to.
I was going to say if you give me 5 minutes, I can.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, you're fine. Just stay like you are. We're enjoying making fun of you. It's awesome.
Now you shave that off and put some oil on there. You come back, you'll be all shiny.
Mother's polish and a buffer.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Well, you can harangue her. Give me 5 minutes.
Oh my God, fix it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we still got quite a few people out there. So guys, don't forget also KB32, Codaboy32 is going to throw up a 6.5 Creedmoor. So watch for the review coming out on that. That's going to be pretty freaking awesome.
Indeed.
Yeah, the picture of that thing is just absolutely phenomenal. That's got that twisted flute to it. Also on that barrel, that just looks sick.
Yeah.
Someone pointed out that he could get out of a speeding ticket. If he gets pulled over, he can just say, "Man, that round of chemo really got."
Christine, big thank you. That was you're a trooper, miss. You're a trooper.
Well, it was for Justin and final mission, so.
See, Thermal, this is what happens when you get a bunch of guys that are veterans and a bunch of guys that have worked with veterans together. This is what you get.
Trust me, there's a lot worse. I've seen a lot worse.
Yeah. If this was
Yeah,
the
this is the
barracks,
PG version.
if this was the barracks, there would be people getting more shaved than that. They'd be tied up, held down, and it wouldn't be pretty.
I can attest to that. Yeah.
I learned a long time ago not to try to compete with my Marine buddies when it comes to drinking, because some weird things start to happen.
Yes, you will lose a lot there.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
But thank you to everybody out there. Thank you all so very, very much.
So what's the dollar amount now, if I may ask?
As of this particular second, we're at 2165.
Nice.
That's fantastic. Oh my heavens.
Oh, yeah, this will be a moment where Eric will be immortalized forever.
Now when's Sam going to show up next? Don't tell her.
Oh, I know. I'm not going to tell her. I'll just wait for Sam to show up and she'll be like, "What the?" Followed by blank, 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 blank.
That's
Yep. I can just see it
Yeah,
now.
make sure you check out some of the podcasts. William C. Chapin threw out some podcast links there. Please go over and check those out.
How much do we need to raise for a blanket party?
$2.
Oh my heavens.
Adam Yoakum. I do not know an Adam Yoakum. Maybe a cousin? I don't know. Maybe.
Well, Christine, now you're gonna have to write yourself a little note. It's Eric. That way, when you wake up in the middle of the night, you go, "Oh, gee."
Yes. Okay. Get it.
Honey, put the gun down. It's me.
There's a bald guy in my book.
Take the note on his head. It'll stick.
No. Don't take the note. Just get a Sharpie and write it on his head. Write his name. I am Eric. Don't shoot me.
I like that. 2,500. We're going to send Eric to the store. That's the grid squares. I love that.
I'm kind of curious to see what'll happen tomorrow when he meets up with Greg.
Oh, that's going to be funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to have lots of funny stories for the next few weeks.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah.
For sure.
The worst part of it is growing it back because this is going to look so horrible for a while.
Oh yeah. I can imagine.
Well, just look at Alan.
He's never,
As long as you like let it go for a little bit and then trim it, let it go for a little bit, trim it, you don't end up with the whole frizzy fro thing going on.
the worst part for him is he's never shaved it off before, so it's going to be itchy.
That's what I was just thinking.
It's not going to happen right away, but it's going to itch.
Yeah. I was just thinking, oh, man, this is going to itch when it grows back in.
Yeah, guys like me keep beard oil around, which works great on bald heads. But yeah, maybe if you got some Crisco or something, it'll be nice and shiny. You'll be able to do your makeup in it.
Yeah. Honey, could you just tip your head a little this way? Okay, there you go.
And can I thank some of the donors right now?
Absolutely. Please do.
Zeus of YouTube, $200. Thank you. Julie Morris, $70. Thank you. Alan, I'm not going to try to say your last name. Liard, $25. Thank you. William Chaplin, $263. Thank you. And Robert Lombarger, there we go, $100. Thank you. Philip, $253. Fresh Fowler, $50. William Young, $150. RTT Guns and Gear, $100. Thanks, guys. Thanks, everybody.
Awesome. Amazing. Amazing.
He owns a dunce hat. Yes, he does. Oh, thanks, NIHAP. I'll get right on that 10W30 beard oil.
Well, now you can go out to the garage, Christian. He's got some WD-40 out there.
Mm-hmm.
Put in your hands, do a little right on the head. It'll work.
There you go. I'm sure he's got some COP laying around.
Probably.
If you really want to mess with them, icy hot. Right after a fresh shave. Ooh.
And then wait till later on in the morning, and then just put a little in his boxers and give it a rub, and then he'll sound off like he's got a pair.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
They actually, I was watching when I was truck driving. They used to have a show. It was called the Super Bowl, similar to the Super Bowl, but instead of seeing who could compete football-wise, it was see who would compete against doing crazy things to their ball. And one guy shaved his balls and then did icy hot. And let me tell you, I've never heard someone scream so loud.
Aye, 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 aye.
Like I said, these Marine buddies of mine. Whoop.
Man, that's messed up. Someone said he's going to show up behind you, Christine, totally shaved and nude.
He's behind you now. Turn around.
If you see us start screaming and wincing, that's what's happening.
That's my
Don't
deal.
turn around.
You see broadcast real quick, just cut
Wait a
off.
minute.
Live.
Before this chat went live, somebody was talking about running around with a banana hammock. I'm worried right now. He could be the New Year's. He could come out singing, "I'm the New Year's baby."
There you go, Christine. What about a head tattoo?
Oh, my brother-in-law actually had one when he was going bald. He decided to put what was it, a lawnmower on his head.
Oh,
Yeah, not a good idea.
oh, that's
It
funny.
looked awkward. Excuse me.
Yeah, to get a tattoo on his head, you'd have to raise an awful lot of money.
Yep.
Get a little.
Pay for the tattoo.
Yeah, get him a little My Little Pony tattoo or something.
Rainbows and unicorns.
Get a little heart with a picture of Hillary in it.
Hey, he did have a really bumpy head. You might want to check on him to make sure he's not bleeding out.
Ugh.
Oh, my heavens.
Yeah, you could do a map on there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not exactly what I thought he was gonna look like bald. You know how you just have a vision in your mind, and it's like,
Well,
We're
now-
sorry.
She should have. You'll see later on. She's going to get some tape and just start. I'm not okay with this.
yeah, I'm not okay with it. Where's the gorilla glue?
You know, some people just got sexy bald heads, and he's
There
not
you
one
go.
of them.
No, he doesn't fit in that category of sexy bald heads.
You know, be the tattoo right there.
Oh my gosh! There you go.
Now I'm wearing
You
my
can have.
buy the ticket, take the ride.
Oh, the sheen.
Oh,
I'm blinded.
Slap it, slap it. Go on, do it. Slap it,
come on.
slap it.
Oh yeah.
That sounded absolutely horrifying. Oh man.
And I remember the first time I met Troy.
You didn't look like that.
Oh my god! You look like that guy. What's that guy?
Uncle
that does
Fester?
my,
Uncle Fest.
Oh no, from
that puppet.
Oh wait,
Glasses.
Christine, go get a light bulb and stick it in his mouth.
no, I know what she's thinking. It's yeah, baby. You know that movie with the knucklehead,
Yeah.
Doctor Evil.
Doctor Evil.
Yeah, baby.
Right.
Oh, that's just disturbingly wrong.
You look like Mr. Clean's like Danny DeVito twin from the movie Twins.
We're going down to
You have a serious
Blair.
question up there.
You missed one spot.
I missed a spot.
Oh, hang on.
You should just grow that one little spot out, just like a rat tail.
Just left one.
We were
One
just saying,
time.
what is Sam gonna
You could do the Homer combo.
I lost a damn bet.
Now, Eric,
That's-
don't say anything to Sam until she just shows up.
Shows up.
Don't say anything.
Now, when anybody asks how we got the charity started,
Yeah, it'll be the first time your daughter ever draws down on you. What the hell's you doing with my dad?
That's what you were saying. I might wake up in the middle of the night and not
I
recognize.
I will definitely send that off to you.
Screenshot.
Okay,
So
that-
now, Scotsman, if you want to blow him up so we can get the after shot,
Now that I'm bald, am I curious? Hey Val, what are you doing later?
oh, please, shrink him down, shrink him down.
no.
That's not what she said.
Exactly. I've said that for years. But
There you go. This will never ever happen again.
I haven't laughed this hard in a while.
You never know what's going to happen on the show.
So, Eric, did you put aftershave on it, or are you just going to let it get all bumpily?
God, wow, that's. I have to admit, this is like. It feels like I'm wearing a helmet.
Open the front door and let the breeze blow by. Wait till
That
you
is
get
a
fresh
very
air.
unique feeling. If you've never actually bare shaved
Nope.
and the wind hits your head, that is a very unique feeling.
Oh God.
Never again.
There's pre-dawn.
What the hello?
Just tell
We
me
should,
to put a hat on.
We should do a limited shirt with his face on it.
Oh,
What is it?
Oh, good Lord.
Oh my God, I don't know you.
Even the dog doesn't recognize you.
It's not even my dog.
Juice, you can always start again, buddy.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you, everybody who made this a reality.
See, if you hadn't taken a nap, you could have watched it happen.
Yeah, you can go check this shit out in reruns
Forever.
forever.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to be there forever. You can bet your boots on that.
I'm sure. I'm sure John's already saving this.
the question from Bearded CB, where are we at now, sir? We are actually at 2365. It's not going to happen for you, CB. I don't think so.
2365. It's awesome.
Will you shave the eyebrows at 3,000?
Hey, I remember this one time I had the guard on the trimmer set wrong. That was.
Yeah, shaving eyebrows is actually a dangerous thing.
You want to make sure that those grow back in.
Yes.
They grow back in the weirdest places.
You have
Ask my brother. He pissed me off one night.
Oh, God. How long did it take him to grow
Damn,
eyebrows
that's right.
back?
It never grew back in right. Now he's not just only bald-headed senior. He's got one eyebrow like normal. The other one's like going up.
Every time he gets a driver's license, he's loving you, huh?
By Wednesday.
Oh, my God. If I woke up from a sleep at some party and someone shaved my eyebrows, that person's going down.
Oh, my heavens.
That's why you never fall asleep around Marines when they're drinking.
Exactly. That's why I don't drink like they do, because I know I can't keep up.
Oh, wait. Matt's not still there, is he?
No, he went home.
Oh, so he doesn't even know, does he?
Wait till next week's brew review.
Oh, he's gonna be rubbing your head.
I'm gonna wait for him to come to the door with my camera in hand and record his reaction because I.
Oh, that'll be awesome.
Zeus, I quit drinking too early.
Well, this one is for definitely to remember. I got my 4-year-old tonight, and it's story time, so I got to check out here. But I really appreciate all the support for Warrior Battalion, everybody that's donated, all the hosts of the show tonight. I cannot believe you shaved your head. It's amazing.
Now you know when they say we have your back, we have your back.
I said I do almost everything for Justin.
Almost.
And there is a lot of us out here, Troy.
That's right.
Yes.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing some of these weapon donations, the raffles, auctions. Anybody that's wanting to put together a shooting competition, once again, my email, troy@warriorbattalion.org. Even if you want to volunteer in different ways, send me an email. We're working on the website. We'll have a much better website launch within the next 30 days. And, our goal is to continue on hosting these healing events across the nation, keep on hosting the suicide prevention trainings, and also start growing these retreat homes across the nation. We got the partnership working with Disney World to be able to send military families to. We're going to be hosting some camping events late summer, early fall. So there's a lot in the works. And, man, you guys are awesome. Really appreciate the community that has been put forward to me here. Just so many people that cared. I got Facebook messages now. I got some emails from people. So I'll check back in with everybody, and hopefully your hair grows back.
Make it so, number one.
Oh God, I gotta have
Star Trek.
Star Trek.
Troy, I got 6 words for you, Troy.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for what you do.
I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
One step at a time. People ask me all the time, how did I walk across America? My answer is one step at a time. That's how I try to take this, just one day at a time, one step at a time. I think about what Justin would want to keep doing. I talk to the Fitch family a lot. It's the reason why John Fitch has joined our board, and we just continue on moving forward, keep trying to help reduce veteran suicide, because this is true, and I want everyone to remember this. If we can reduce even one veteran suicide, all this effort, like shaving your head, is worth it.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
100%.
So no more hair, but things will be looking good for you, I'm sure.
Oh, there's Poco Loco.
Dr. Evil.
No head lice problems.
Hey, Poco.
All right, thanks everybody. Thank you all.
Have a great
Thank
one.
you. Appreciate you jumping in, man.
Thank you all.
Keep up the good work, Troy.
Will do. I'll probably hop on again with you guys. I really appreciate it, and I had a great time.
Absolutely welcome anytime.
Look forward to it.
See y'all later.
Now that guy's gone.
Jeez, finally.
Hey, you remember that one time?
You know what? Okay, I'm going to translate. Let me.
I'm just gonna say that right now. It's gonna take
I want to translate for you. When he said, I want to get back on here with you guys sometimes, he goes, those guys are freaking nuts.
About 2 days from now, Eric, you're going to try and turn your head while you're laying in bed, and the whole pillowcase is just going to stick with it because of all the stubble.
Oh, yeah. You know that silk pillowcase you got that you like so much? Things will be shredded.
Here's a conservative moment. You mean when I turn my head on my pillow that I got from Mike Lindell?
Oh, there you go.
True story. You're right. It's probably going to go, oh,
Yeah. I'm gonna hear, crap.
where the hell my pillow go? It's on your forehead.
Guys, make sure you check that link that Curtis threw up there. That's a pretty cool link right there. Make sure you check that out.
Oh, Scotsman, thanks for inviting me, asshole.
You're welcome. You are very welcome.
Oh yeah, Eric. Surprise!
Oh, don't give me a break. Why did you just shave your head for such a long time? So now.
Hey, Eric.
Yeah.
Eric.
Yeah.
Eric. Where's
Yes.
the Sharpies? Where's all the Sharpies?
I know where they are.
No, you don't.
You're going to wake up in the middle of the night, and she's going to be hanging over you with eyebrow pencils, just drawing it on.
Hey, how come there's a dick on my Harshman Hills? I was drinking a hop slam from Bell's, but now I need to switch to Scotch.
Yes.
You need something heavier.
You look.
All right, we're getting on that time of the hour. We'll start going through the room. We'll start with Daniel. What you got, buddy?
I've got nothing, but I've been washing brass. I've been making bullets that shoot straighter than an arrow. And when you come down, bring some other guns other than CZs, and we'll shoot some bullets out of those too, just to show how straight these bullets go.
Yep.
And thanks for having me on.
Always a pleasure. And we got a couple of different rifles to try out too, so we got plenty to shoot. John Stoller, the man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah. Did he see the authorization there?
I think so.
apparently he did. So he's running. Yeah, going, well, I shaved my head and I get to have some John Paul. All right. Guys, I've said it before when I've been on here. Everybody in the group here never ceases to amaze me. It's fantastic. Scotsman, Alan, Daniel, everybody, you guys do an amazing job. You can always tell the people that are serious about what they like and what they love. John Paul, or Paul John. Sorry, I said John Paul. I was having a Pope moment. Sorry. But yeah, again, thank you, everybody. I'm always humbled. Always humbled. Incredible group.
Absolutely. Always a pleasure to have you on. Alan, we're gonna go with you next. We're gonna let Eric take this one off, just because he was such a trooper. So, go ahead. Sir.
Awesome, man. For the political statement of the night, I know we haven't dealt with politics tonight, and I'm okay with that for the most part. But for the political statement of the night, I think that if Joe Biden would just turn the teleprompter around and let us read it for ourselves, we would be able to understand what the fuck he's trying to say. Anyway, with that said, man, thank you, everybody. Again, we just busted it out, tore it the hell up. And as shiny as Eric's head is the evidence of that. Man, thank you all. Greatly appreciated. Phenomenal side chat. Thank you, everybody, for the opportunity to be able to do this. With that, keep the magazines loaded and one in the chamber.
Awesome. Good deal. And I'd like to thank everyone as well. You guys always rock it out every single time. John said it right. It just amazes me. And you guys are all just phenomenal and awesome people. And love every one of you guys out there, always jumping in and doing your part. With that being said, I'm going to throw it down to Eric to take it out.
Well, I should have known better when you send out the invite. But what never honestly ceases to amaze me is our group, because all you guys that are in the chat and making the contributions to make this happen. I constantly say I'm just the ringleader, trying to bring everything and put it together, and then I met Scotsman and realized that I was probably over in the far ring. And Scotsman, I appreciate everything that you do all the time, but putting together these opportunities to get together, and when our group got to be friends with Justin, and then when we lost Justin, we simply he was just honestly such a powerful influence. He was bigger than life because he was like, what, 6'4"?
Yeah.
It's like he's right behind me, isn't he? What Justin represented, and the heart that he had for trying to make sure that our veterans, and that is, it seems like our group shouldn't even be necessary. Because I constantly say, if the men and women in our military are willing to give their lives for this great country and to take care of all that we have, all that our founding fathers gave us, it's like the least that we can do to try to make sure that they are protected. And after all of the evils that they see and have to be part of to make our country safe, and then they come back here and want to harm themselves, that is just simply not acceptable. And that's why, it's like, thankfully, Justin never did anything. But just like he told me, the reason, if his phone rings at 3:00 in the morning, he would answer it and have whatever conversation that he had to have to make sure that somebody didn't do harm for themselves. Well, unfortunately, we lost Justin, and we simply picked up that baton, and we have continued to try to do the best that we could for Justin. And I'm glad that that we have the group that we have, and we have the people that we have, and now we have someone like Troy, that everything that he just went through, he wasn't willing to give up. He was just like, okay, we obviously have to take a different path, but we are still going to continue doing what we need to do for Justin and for the men and women in our military. So, Scotsman, Alan, thank you for. I'll maybe tomorrow I'll decide if I should thank you for inviting me or not. But I've always done what I could do to help the men and women in our military, and it means a lot to me that Justin would be proud. So cheers, everybody, and thank you for everybody that has helped tonight.